recording. And okay, this time I mean it. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us again under the library. We are, of course, continuing our Blood on the Rocks module, The Adventures in the Town of Bloodstone. My name's Arthur. Tonight we are one Wayne short for a little bit. He'll be joining us later. So to start off, we have me playing Harold, Chris playing Beau, Emily is Florence, Wayne will be Quentin later on when he shows up, and Scott as Yocker. Oh, and there's Rick down at the bottom. There's 2 spaces, which my notes have spaces. So Rick is playing Philip Donner. I did forget Dick, Rick. And as always, our keeper and the creator of this module is Michael. Michael, please take this thing away from me because I've screwed it up enough.
Oh, Yocker, what did you do? Why would you do that to yourself?
And I've just got something really ready for him tonight now too. It's pulled up on my other screen. Anyway, thanks for joining us Under the Library. Under the Library is a horror tabletop role-playing game, and we're very grateful you're joining us. You should know it is for mature audiences, even though it's done by some immature folks. If you want to support us and like what we do, join us on Patreon at patreon.com under the library. And for last week's recap, which goes to Emily. Thank you. Take it away, Emily.
Okay.
Please rescue us.
So, last week we began with Philip. Philip, remember, is walking his injured horse Priscilla like 6 hours back to town at a very slow pace while examining the melon-shaped rock that he got from the mine. So, breaks for lunch about halfway, and while he's eating, he sees a rider approaching and stands and waves to him. Rider comes over and introduces himself as Jack Willis from yonder back east yonder. Jack. We met Jack.
It's a very specific spot.
They share some food. They share
Yonder
some
back east.
Okay, whatever you say. Oh boy. They share some hooch. Jack hates the hooch. He makes that very clear, describing it as tasting like donkey piss. They have an exchange. Not the most pleasant exchange. Turns out Jack is a mean drunk and says that Phil has the lips of Satan, mark of Satan on his lips. There you go. And
his whole lips.
All of the lips. Anyway. So Jack will not answer any of Philip's questions, but Jack actually asks some questions of his own, asks about new people in town, very pointed questions. And when Philip avoids giving any information, Jack pulls a gun, puts it up to his forehead, not his lips, and threatens him. So Philip gives some names with some puns and still avoids offering synonyms, revealing, thank you, the names of his friends. Jack leaves. He just says, I'll keep an eye on you. And Phil, offended that there was no thank you offered for the food and booze, yells at him, no thank you. Jack fires a warning shot. Phil fires a real shot. And then they have a little bit of a gunfight. The fight ends with Philip, a leg wound for Philip. Leg wound.
And Jack having been shot several times.
Jack was shot and
in
his
the back.
Foot caught in the stirrup. He is dragged off into the distance.
Scott cried the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't find where I wrote what Philip's wound was.
Thigh wound, upper thigh.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Just below.
You want it to keep going up?
Let's
Just
cut
missed another
to Gerald's house. Harold examines the metal cylinder in the kitchen that seems kind of like a modern blender. He is not very careful, and he cuts off the tip of his finger. At the same time, Florence and Quentin discover stairs to the, or a rope ladder to the basement, and go down. There are tunnels to the right and left. I'm having a lot of trouble tonight. A lot of trouble.
We all
through
are
this.
having a lot of trouble tonight.
Yeah. I think it's because you're sitting too close to Rick.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
that's it.
Okay. Let me move over a little bit. I don't know which side of me Rick is on in the display, so
You are directly above him.
You're directly above,
Okay.
yeah.
Can't do much about that.
Go like that.
No.
Oh, no, no, no.
You're gonna have to gray that out.
What the hell?
Sexual assault. Add that to the list.
Rick, you are on a roll, my friend.
So on the right
And you've broken Scott.
You are so awkward.
My apologies for the folks who are listening audio only. You might want to go check out the YouTube version.
No, we got it. We found a room. It was full of electronics.
Emily soldiers on.
Just can't talk because Rick grabbed her boobs.
Oh, what are you talking about? Oh,
Oh, no.
Scott, we would have been okay without the narration.
Thank you, Emily.
Were you just worried about the people who weren't watching video?
I
Is that
was.
it?
I didn't want him to miss out.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Everything was okay.
So,
Was it though?
No.
oh, I forgot. Very important piece of information. As Florence reached the bottom of the ladder, she heard a crack like a watermelon breaking from a direction that is unclear. But in this room that Quentin and I examine, there are all of these spider-like appendages attaching to all of the different like mechanical devices in the room, and they all come from a large green glowing humming contraption, and we can't figure it out. We finally get Harold down there, and he also, it blows his mind as an inventor, but he also does not understand exactly how it works. Yet, exactly. Quentin and Florence are going to head down the left-hand tunnel and see what's over there. Harold is left behind arguing with Millie, but perhaps he will be able to focus enough to examine the green glowing humming contraption. So at this point, we cut to Beau and Yacker, who decided to leave some belongings at Seraphim Falls and pack for a night outside. They're going to bring a spare horse. They're going to go find Philip. And they do find him by total chance because he's out in the middle of nowhere and he's dazed, speaking oddly with a very obvious limp. Philip tells the story of meeting Jack Willis, and Beau immediately asks for details. Was he dead? Was he really dead? Did you see him dead on the ground? Did you check the body? This is obviously a matter of great importance to Beau, who gets a little bit peeved as Philip just chatters on, prattles and babbles, and Beau actually rather rudely takes his leave. He's going to follow the blood trail, and he is going to find Jack, who we gather may not be Jack Willis after all, but his nemesis, Jack Crabbe. And when Yacker and Philip insist on following, Beau fires a warning shot and leaves alone. He follows the trail for about an hour, finds a horse on the ground next to a body, puts the horse out of its misery, and begins to examine the body. He sees a head disfigured from dragging and potentially also from birds and animals having already found it. Beau is trying to identify the body, but with the head in this state, it's very difficult. And where we left him, he was going to try to identify the boots as potentially being the ones that kicked him so horribly.
Yeah, so very, very well done in spite of all that was going on, Florence.
Yes,
It was
indeed.
hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a very hard start to the show. That was very difficult.
It's going to be a good
all
one.
the way around.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
We can only go up from here, right?
No.
Ooh, that
no,
sounds
it
like
could
a
get worse.
challenge.
Don't say that because it could
Way
get
to
much
throw
worse.
down the gauntlet.
Yeah, so Beau, you took kind of like the flap of skin that had come off the side of his face and you flap it back on there, and there's just too much gone, right? And so you remember this distinct moment of lying on the ground and those boots kicking you, right, flying at your torso, as he beat the crap out, as Jack Crabbe beat the crap out of you long ago, and those boots are just welded into your mind. And so you reach under the horse, where it's toppled on the legs. You can't see them, and you grab hold of the bottom of the boot, and you get under there with both hands, and you pull really hard, right? And the boot comes flying off, and as it, like, you fall backwards, and as it lands in your lap in the moonlight, you just, like, you almost cry a little bit with this sigh of relief. These are not the boots of Jack Crabbe. These are in the moonlight. They have a reflection about them that you think might be snakeskin.
Okay.
And you remember Crabbe's boots as being a leather, right, and more buckled. This one is a really fine boot. Actually, you can tell by feeling it in the moonlight, and it's maybe a bit curious to you.
Well, and then he also, the thing that was curious is talking to myself. This is strange. Now, I've been tracking Jack Crabbe for a better part of 2 years, and Phil said that this here fellow was potentially looking for me, and I don't know how the hell Jack Crabbe would have turned that back on me. He's a dumbass. He ain't smart enough to figure out he's being tracked. The brains of the operation was Asa Watts. Crabbe was just the mutton-headed muscle. Well, then I take his gun.
Do you have a new pair of boots now?
This guy's feet are like a size 13. They ain't gonna fit me. And I look through the horse's bags and see if he's got anything of value in there.
There's no gun left. There's no gun.
Oh, it got left.
Yeah,
okay.
because remember he had turned and shot, and then he got shot off and drugged.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's somewhere back.
What about in his saddlebags? Anything left in there?
Yeah, make a luck roll.
Okay. Oh, I got a 70 luck. I rolled a 79, so I ain't lucky.
And so you just kind of find some food belongings, some foodstuffs, blankets to sleep on, those kinds of things. Nothing too particularly curious.
Well, I just say, God bless you. Your vulture food now, and mount up and head back. I'm thinking, because it's been an hour to get where I'm going, that they've already headed back to town. So rather than heading back to them, I'm gonna head straight for town from here.
And Michael's coughing.
All right, sorry. And I'm sorry, in the moonlight, just so we're clear, as you looked at the boots, at the very top, there were the initials JW.
Oh, okay.
Which would have lined up with
Yep.
Jack Willis.
So absolutely, it's not like Jack Crabbe bought a new pair of boots.
And then
it's his initials.
Right. And then it's hard to tell in the moonlight, but possibly a yellow stripe right down the middle of the boot that goes from the top of it right down towards the heel of it, in between the snakeskin.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I changed my mind. I take those damn boots.
Okay.
I'll give them to Squeaks. Maybe Squeaks can. She had pretty big feet. Squeaks did. Maybe it'll fit her.
Men's size 13. Wow. Her feet are the
Put
same
some
size as
newspaper in
mine.
'em.
Jesus.
That seems like
So-
Squeak's kind of thing.
Yep. So that's it for me. I'll just mosey on back to town. Not too quick because it's moonlight. So I can't go galloping.
Yeah. So you're off towards the west. If you remember right,
Yep.
like the trail between the mine and town runs north and south, and the horse took off with this guy due west and then died about an hour west.
Okay, so I'll just triangulate and go northwest, I guess.
Sure.
Northeast.
Give me a
sorry,
spot.
Northeast.
Yeah. Give me a spot hidden.
That's probably not good. Let me check here. My spot hidden. Nope. Mine's 50. I got a 75.
Okay.
Not
So as you're
a good night for me.
Yeah. As you're headed back towards town in that northeasterly direction, you feel the air shift a little bit, and you hear a beating sound, like a thwop, thwop, thwop in the air, and then a rush as something swoops past your head and over you off into the distance. And
So it was like a big beating of wings.
yeah.
Vultures have a pretty decent wingspan. Is it maybe something like that?
It's pretty, it's nighttime at this point.
Yeah.
So low moon,
Okay.
and you see the form kind of move off.
But nothing unnatural about it. I think, it's probably just a large bird.
Sure.
Okay.
You could think that.
Flying around at night.
Because I don't know enough about the
Flying around at
mythos
night
yet
at
to
your
think it's
head.
anything other than a bird.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm all set.
Okay. Yacker and Phil, y'all are together, yes?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is try and get Phil onto the spare horse, and just we can ride slowly back and walk your horse behind us, and just head back to town.
I
Trusting.
appreciate that, Yaka.
Yeah,
Just
you
give
got
me
it.
a-
No problem there, buddy.
We're back to that now?
No,
There's
he's
sort
been
of a
doing it.
period where you-
He's been doing
Were
it
you
all
doing it
along.
the whole
He's
time?
There's
been
no-
doing me. Yeah.
That has
Really?
not stopped, thankfully.
Really? All right. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm a little weirded out because you don't sound exactly the same, but we can do this, Shaq. Just go ahead and help my good leg.
Yeah, let's help you good. Like I sound like me. You know what I mean.
Uh,
You know what it's like for us guys. All right,
just
let me
wa-
get you up on the horse there.
just watch my high thigh wound. It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job tying it up, but do you need me to help out at all? Do you need any more medical attention?
I don't know. I guess I could. Let me just see if I can do a little tourniquet here. Make sure I get something else and make sure it's all nice, prim, and proper. I know we.
Yeah, I'm not going any higher here. It's not that
You-
kind of
you-
hanky pinky. I'm
you-
just trying to get you on the horse.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that. And then we'll get up on the horse.
I have no idea what's happening. Is this like all of a sudden a Brokeback Mountain
No,
episode?
no.
What is
He's
going
helping me
on?
get up on the horse.
I'm
He's
helping
worried
him up
about
on the
my
horse
leg.
because he already tourniqueted his own leg. So he did his own medical care last time. So I was checking to make sure he was okay. And now I'm helping him up on the horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. And we'll head back towards town in a townwardly direction,
Yeah.
which I believe was east from here.
And
I
like
don't remember.
going, at a slow enough pace that it doesn't aggravate his wound.
And my horse is with us, right? We've got that
Yes.
sort of.
Yeah, we've got it sort of tied off on the back.
It's going to be a long trip back with your poor lame horse.
He's not that much.
Maybe not. Could y'all make luck rolls for me?
Whoa.
Is this luck music?
Yep. It's dice rolling music.
Oh my God! I got a 1.
Whoa.
Oh, I got a
Wow.
32, but I've got a 16 for luck, so I missed. I'm never going to get a single luck roll in this game.
Oh, Yacker. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. We do need to solve that Yocker's luck thing.
I've got a 16 luck. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah, we were going to fix it, remember?
Yeah.
Move some shit around and
I think this might be the third week in a row we've talked about it, actually.
Yeah.
That you were going to help me move it.
I don't know. It's pretty good at this point. I mean, why would we change it now?
It is entertaining.
You're just smart and unlucky.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of,
Yeah,
kind of like Rick.
But have Yacker Jr. in your back pocket.
Oh boy.
right.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you get loaded up on the horse, you kind of fall forward a little bit. And what's wrong?
Keep going. I just
Okay.
where's he going? Yeah.
Never mind. All right, so you fall forward a little bit, and there's a huge swoosh, right? As something flaps over you, and Yacker, you're getting onto your horse.
Well, if
And-
it's not when I was putting him on the horse.
No.
I got
this
it.
Is,
Okay.
This is after.
Yep.
You're getting onto your horse, and it rams you. You just take a huge. It doesn't. I shouldn't say ram, but it glancingly blows you enough to knock you.
And that's
Wow.
the thing, right?
Phrasing
That's not-
times 2,
So-
Michael.
that's
So
not-
just to be clear, Yacker's been glancingly blown at this point.
Yeah.
And not quite rammed.
Well, it's hard to get glancingly
I
blown.
think
and
this
rammed
whole
at the
episode
same
needs to be
time.
grayed out.
I was trying to get through it, but Art's face just wouldn't let me. All right. So anyway, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
You take
and
a
again,
glancing
phrasing.
shot. You take a glancing shot. It knocks you right off your horse, and you go sprawling. Not enough to do any damage, but it totally knocks the wind out of you. I mean, you're laying flat on your back on the ground as whatever this thing was hit you. Phil, as you laid over the horse, it totally flew over you, and you're able to watch it. And the only thing that you can think is that's the biggest fucking bat you've ever seen in your life.
And of course, while watching it, you don't yell to Yacker to duck.
Well, that
It
part
happened so
all
fast.
happened so fast. That was his luck. It basically flew over him and into Yacker.
Oh, so the better my luck is, the worse Yacker's is. This is great. I'm gonna enjoy this right back. So I guess I'll keep an eye. We're moving at this point, but do I see it?
No.
Can
I'm
I
sprawled
track
on
it?
the ground.
Oh my God. You
Oh,
had
you're
to say
knocked
that when
out.
I had a mouthful of water.
You're-
This thing that rammed and blew Yacker flew almost into him.
While he was
Okay.
sprawled out.
Yes. Whew.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get up and I'm taking up my shotgun.
Okay. And
And I'll
and
get up
Phil,
on my horse.
Phil,
and
part of your
just
luck is you realize this came directly out of the west,
Okay.
and it's flying off into the east and up into town now.
Uh-oh.
And when I look out west for briefly, as I'm trying to keep my eye on this thing, if I just quickly look back, is there more? Is there anything else? Like, do I see?
Make a spot hidden with advantage. We'll say this is part of your continued luck here.
Yay! Oh, that's a 19 and
Yeah, that's probably good enough.
another 1.
What?
What?
Show it to us.
Cheater
Oh,
dice.
Oh, hold on.
He
Hold.
disappeared.
There's a
The-
0.
The dice.
That's
ate
a
him.
0. That's a 1.
Sweet.
you see
Wow.
that?
Wow.
Wow.
That's-
Yes.
That's good.
Two
This is
ones and
this
a-
is exactly where I want you to use all your ones up because I want you to roll
I haven't had
100s later.
I haven't had any before. This is
I
the first-
don't think I've
Oh
never had
shit!
one.
Did my camera break?
Your camera did just turn off.
Oh fuck.
That one was too much for it.
Okay,
And then there we go.
I've
There
never
we
had a
go.
1 or a 100.
Yeah, I haven't had ones before. This is two rolls from one another. I like these dice.
It's a 1 in 100 chance.
Wow. And
All
now
right,
your,
you
your
do
camera's
see
bouncing
one-
up and down now.
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
What the hell's going on?
It's like bobblehead Rick.
All right, hold on. Let me.
That's
Oh
so disturbing.
shit!
It is.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What's happening?
I'm getting
Try to
nauseous.
stabilize it. Just. Oh no,
It's not working.
No. Well, you did something. You guys fucked with
Yeah,
it.
it's definitely us.
Yeah.
It's definitely us who are doing this.
Just fucking-
Oh
It's
my God.
it's like he's doing some bad
I think
spaceship
that's-
special
think that's-
effects.
Yeah.
a little
You're
bit better.
right.
All
I
right, well,
gotta stabilize it. Hold on. Let me.
You
let
are
me-
so good at technology.
I gotta stabilize it. All right, keep going.
That was the best Scottish accent.
That
That was
Yep.
the worst.
You know, there are non-paying people who want to see what happens to us more than oh fuck.
Oh, God.
I think it's better. Think it's
Oh,
better
perfect.
now? It's
Yep,
better.
perfect.
Oh, God.
I-
This is
your-
fantastic.
Your
Can't breathe.
significant other must be a really lucky person. That's all I've got to say.
All right.
Oh, I love this. Okay. So
we
what's going
back-
on, Michael?
Wow. All right. So you look back off to the west and you do indeed see another one coming out in the distance. Beau, at this same time, right, you would feel another one of these whooshes go over you. Phil, or maybe right before Phil sees it, you'd feel another one of these whooshes. Phil, you see it get pretty close, and this time you're able to get a really good bead on it.
Well, can I shoot at it?
Sure, it's nighttime. You'd be making, it's
I spotted the fuck out of it.
sure.
Out of the last one.
Let's.
No, this one, the second one. That's how I saw it.
Oh, you got one again. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot.
It's just so we're clear, you're taking a rifle shot in dark at a flying animal, but sure, go for it. Shoot at it. I actually
Right.
hope you.
You want me to get my third
I
one?
I actually hope you hit it.
I don't know.
Don't want to hit it, Phil.
I mean, just to be clear, when you roll your 98 right now, you're
Yeah.
going to shoot me. Let's just be clear.
35. So that's just a regular success.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
It will be enough, however, for that
To shoot
rifle
Yacker.
to go right over, and you see it. You don't have tracer bullets, so you don't see it. But that flying thing doesn't seem to do much except make an elegant turn in your direction.
Oh, this is the one that was heading towards me.
No, you saw it in the distance. I was about to explain that it was heading up north towards town, and then you took a shot at it.
Oh.
So I've got my shotgun out, so
But
if
we
it
were
gets in
headed
range,
towards
I'm going to shoot.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and I'll cock my gun and keep an eye out.
Is that how that goes?
Pretty close.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
pretty
that there's actual crickets going on right now.
Yep.
Okay. Hang on, because I want to make sure that as this thing approaches y'all with your... Yeah, okay, good.
Your meager amount of hit points.
That you two are, taking on right here. Let me see its average. Oh, okay. All right.
And I guess as it's coming towards me, I'll take out whatever loud objects I might have, like a tin of cookies or biscuits, or a jar, like a glass jar, and I want to have that.
Cookies.
You carry a tin of cookies with you?
Oh my God! Where did you come from?
Hold
Your
on.
grandmother's
A glass jar of circus
your
peanuts?
grandmother's.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Look, and there's Cthulhu. Get the Reese's Pieces out.
Get the ribbon candy.
We
No,
do like to take a glass jar of circus peanuts when we're on horseback in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking down the mythos with peanut brittle, guys. Come on.
All right.
I'm
Wax
ready.
bottles. You need wax bottles.
Oh yeah, Spanglers.
Okay, fine. Fuck you guys. I'll
I
take a
actually feel like I might be in a different Zoom than Phil, and I'm just talking, and like Phil's doing something. Is there another keeper in another room somewhere?
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
this portion of What the Hell is Phil Saying is brought to you by Spangler's Circus Peanuts.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Delicious.
Okay.
Only
So
circus peanuts
if I
strong
have-
enough
so
to stand up to the ethos.
I'm presuming I have like a small tin of flour or something.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all yours, buddy.
Okay. So I want to take that tin and I want to
Okay.
put a couple of bullets in it.
Dumping the flour? Wasting food, Phil?
You're not here for it, and don't make me come up there.
That was amazing.
And then I want to basically get a match ready.
Oh, okay.
What the
And I want to light it, throw it in with the flour and bullet, and throw it.
Okay. So MacGyver,
Yep.
how long do you think this takes you to do?
Well. I mean, I can. All right, so. you
And
need
then
time,
I
right?
set up a string trap, and the string trap was
no, I've
connected
got-
to the
I've got-
camel that I bought in town the next day.
I've got plenty of supplies with me, so I'm turning, getting a thing, twisting it, putting a couple bullets in there, giving it a little thing. getting
Okay,
a
so
match.
right about then,
Uh-huh.
Yaker, as you're mounting onto your horse, or
Oh,
I don't know,
no,
what
I would,
tell me
I
what
would
you're
have
doing.
been on I was on my horse at this point, and he took his shot, and I had my shotgun out. So I'm looking at where he shot,
Oh, okay. And
and I've got my gun ready.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I say aloud, there's another one coming towards us.
okay,
Thunder at force.
so all right, then I'll give you this, Yaker. Make a sanity roll.
Oh, motherfucker.
Better than a luck roll.
No kidding. Oh, 8.
Dear Lord, what is going on with y'all tonight? All right,
8 out of 33. My sanity's not that high either.
Just wait till you get back to Harold. The rolls will go to shit. As soon as I go to look for something.
yeah, you'll just stick your hand in a hole full of snakes.
Yep.
All right, Yaker, you're able to steel yourself by just putting out of your mind what this possibly could be. But what you're looking at is something, a silhouette, and maybe that's why it's the silhouette of it. You're not able to fully take it in. The center portion of this is roughly 12 to 15 feet tall, and the wings coming off of it are, again, this is a big spread. You're not really sure, but maybe like 30 feet.
Whoa.
It's flapping.
And it's coming at me, right?
That's correct. It's coming at Phil, who's playing with a jar in his lap full of bullets. And you have your shotgun out.
Correct. So and when it's in range, which is what, like 20, 30 feet?
Sure. We'll call it, it's at about 15 feet. So
It's at 15 feet now,
yeah.
so I'm shooting.
Okay.
No, wait for Phil to throw up the tin, and then you could shoot the tin.
I don't know about the tin shenanigans. That's great.
Yeah, detonate a bomb right over both your heads. All right, Yaker, roll, make your firearms roll.
Okay.
Come on, 98. Come on, 98.
Yes. 33, which is the second. Like it's
It's a hard.
yeah.
Okay.
Har-
That's fine. Roll for damage.
What's the damage on a shotgun?
Should say in your sheet.
I
if
can
you've got a
find
shotgun.
that if you don't have it. I have a shotgun. It's
Oh, 3d6.
no, it's 4d6. Double barrel shotgun is 4d6
Oh, 4d6.
at close range, 2d6 at medium range, and
So
it doesn't.
15 feet is short range.
The range goes 5, 10, 20. So close range is 5,
Yeah.
medium range is 10, long range is 20. It can't do anything beyond 20. I mean,
Well, this is
negligible
a
because-
shotgun. I didn't take a double barrel. I just took a shotgun. And it on my sheet, it put 3d6 at 50, 2d6 at 100, and 1d6 at 150.
No, a shotgun can't fire that far.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong
Oh, I've got the
stats.
wrong one.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about Spangler peanuts, and I'll look up shotguns.
That was a delicious circus peanut. We do
Can
enjoy
I-
Spangler's peanuts
Can I,
here
can
under
I,
the library.
yeah. Can I continue to make my flower bomb and throw it?
No.
All right. Let's see. We have. I'm gonna guess.
Oh,
would you
I'm
have-
sorry. I'm sorry, Yaker. The
Here
5
we
that
go.
I said, it cut off the 0.
Perfect.
The range I have is 10, 20, 50.
Spanglers.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
And after 50, it's just no good. Because the
So
shot
it-
would spread out too far.
So
Yeah.
at 15, it's a 3d6, you're saying?
I have 2d6.
Yeah, and it's let me see, it's cutting off. I hate when it cuts off the numbers. Okay, yep, here it is. It is 4d6, 2d6, 1d6.
So roll 2d6.
Got it. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay. Right, and there's a wallop into your shoulder, and it squarely pounds into this thing, whatever it is, which then immediately latches on, or attempts, I should say, to latch on to Phil. It has some talons that wraps around his shoulders and sinks into him, and yeah.
Bill, your luck has run out.
I get to dodge it, or anything?
Yeah, hang on. Let me cough, and then we can make our rolls here.
Don't forget to turn your head.
What's that?
He was making a nutsack joke.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. All right. And let's see. Make a roll for this. What are you going to do as it tries to latch onto you?
I guess, roll to the side, so that it's coming down, and I sort of roll so it goes past me. Does that make sense? Like it's,
Yeah.
you know
So
what I
that
mean?
so that seems like a dodge.
Like a side saddle sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see you
Yeah.
riding side saddle.
I ride side saddle all the time.
All right. Well, fortunately for you,
What are you doing there, Phil?
No!
What are you
Oh.
doing?
Hold on, where's this? There's the 0.
He's messing with his camera
What?
again.
And that is I think it's a 6. Let me see. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Still.
Yeah, that's a
Goddamn.
6.
There you go.
Wow.
the
I
shotgun
can't believe that.
the shotgun blast throws the trajectory of the beast way off, and so as you duck and move, it swoops high, partially pushed by the shotgun blast. There's a horrible screech in the air, one that absolutely kind of makes your knees shake. And Phil, as you do it, make a sanity roll.
Because I got to see how sane I am after that cool move.
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, ignorance is the blessing of fools, right? And so as this thing swoops at you and then moves off into the distance and the screech, you just kind of pass it off in your mind. Phil's just glad to have dodged another encounter with a great beast.
Oh my god.
Um,
All right, so I'm reloading.
Okay.
Although, because I'm assuming the shotgun has to be reloaded each time.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm reloading, and then I'm keeping an eye out. I'm going to get off my horses. I'm looking around, and I want to go over to around where I shot it and see if any parts came off, any blood came off, if there's anything I can gather.
Yeah. We won't make you do a luck roll for that. How about a spot hidden?
Look out, those spot hidden rolls are dangerous.
Might get a gopher.
Just ask Harold. You're gonna stick your hand in a sand blender.
66.
Okay.
I don't see nothing.
There's just some kind of you stick your hand down and there appears to be some bloody soil, possibly. It's a little goopy.
Sure, whatever's there, I'll take it. Take out a handkerchief and sort of wrap it up.
Okay.
Just just in case Harold might be able to examine it.
Okay.
Phil's got a set of glass jars you could put it in.
I thought there was a bomb. I thought it was an IED.
No, I got glass jars from Nerdy Ned back at the store.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so I'll take some of the goopy, bloody stuff and put it in one of your jars. Then get back up on the horse. Got my shotgun ready just in case, and start heading back to town.
Okay.
I'm saying, God damn, that was pretty scary. I don't know what the hell that was. Some kind of big fucking bird or something, huh?
Like
a bird to bat.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to get back though. It's getting too weird out here. All these giant friggin' bats. We didn't have any
smoke on that one, that buddy.
There's something. You sound different, Yaka. I don't know. Maybe it's been all these wonderful adventures I've been having, but you don't sound the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. Little different. And I got to say, that was quite the dodge you did back there. That was amazing.
Well, thank you. I do yoga.
I don't know who yoga is, but you got to introduce me sometime.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we should head on back and make sure we're running low on supplies. So, do you want my flour bomb?
We're running low on flour, rice, beans.
All right, so
cornmeal.
So, Keeper, as we're on our way back, I'd like to keep an eye out. Yaker, I'm gonna look forward if you can look backwards once in a while and make sure there's nothing coming up on us. And then I want to have just my little flour bomb ready to go. So in the meantime, I've sort of made like a little notch in it. I put a little cloth. I've got this flour bullet bomb. My goal is to make a lot of noise with this to distract a bat. I don't know if that's clear. That's the higher order thinking.
So there were no YouTubers back in this time period, so there's no need to glitter bomb anybody. I'm just not really sure exactly what this flour and bullets concoction is supposed to do.
Well, something that's gonna carry the flame briefly, and then the bullets that'll go off and make sound. That's the goal. Just sound. Not like damage with it, but I need something to distract the bats. Echolocation. I need to make sound away from us as a distracting device.
Sort of works. Flour is combustible.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
You're hoping that the combustion of the flour will set off the bullets.
Yep.
And then if it does, I don't know if it will. I don't know enough about bullets. As
no idea.
A player, I don't.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure that there will be a fancy roll to determine the direction that the bullets travel once they
Oh,
explode.
that's right. You're right. They will.
1,000% there will be.
I actually can't wait for this flower bomb to go off.
How many bullets did you put in there?
2.
3, 4?
A couple. Let's say a couple. A few. Whatever.
Couple, 2, 3.
Couple 2 tree.
2, 3. We'll head our way back.
Yep. And now we're just ambling back.
And Keeper is trying to survive. It's not COVID.
Poor Keeper.
Okay. All right. So should we switch over to the misadventures of Quentin, Florence, and Harold?
Oh, sure.
Okay. While Phil, Yacker, and Beau make their way back into town. Is that good? Or Phil, was there anything else you wanted to do?
I think I've done enough.
And there was another screenshot.
Yep. You noticed that, huh?
Okay. Florence, do you want to remind us where everybody is in the tunnels at the moment?
Sure. So Harold is still in the right-hand chamber with all of the strange devices. He was arguing with Millie when Quentin and I left him to go see what's down the left-hand hallway.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, all right. So y'all make your way down the left-hand hallway, probably about 6 or 7 feet, not terribly far. And you can see that up ahead, it's making another Y. And so it splits off again to the right and to the left.
Okay, there it goes.
To the left, there seems to be a purple glow emanating out of the room, and to the right, you can see that the lights above, there are lights above, or there's these cylinders, these glowing cylinders on the ceiling, but they aren't on.
Okay. And I have the rifle. Whose rifle is that anyway? Was that yours, Harold?
Yes.
Oh, that's your rifle. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you borrowed mine.
And with Florence and who's in the front? Florence, you or I? I can't remember.
I guess I was probably in the front because I blithely walked into the right-hand chamber.
Well, this is the left-hand chamber, though.
Oh, I meant when I came downstairs, I just wandered into the right-hand chamber without even waiting for anyone. I was just curious.
No, I think we discussed going into the other chamber, so I'll be happy to have Quentin go in the front with his rifle.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Quentin and Florence, I need you both to make a POW roll.
Pow, powerful, good.
Harold, you should know that Millie has gotten suddenly very quiet.
Ooh.
Like you're like, oh, it's almost a relief, right?
Whew.
You're like, ooh.
All right, it's pow time.
Although I do get a little nervous when I don't hear her talking, because she does talk a lot.
I get a 73. It's time. It's a night for 70s, and that does not get my pow.
Okay, and Florence, what did you roll?
I didn't get it.
Okay, but what did you roll?
A 69.
Okay. All right.
And the giggle.
All right.
Florence,
Florence, take your headphones off for a second. Okay. Quentin, you have lost... Your mind is here, but all of a sudden your hands are raising the rifle at Florence. Actually, Florence, you can put your headphones back on. You don't have to you don't have to take them off for this. Quentin, you've lost control of your bodily functions. And
not like Phil. What is that?
But you're raising the rifle at Florence's head, and your finger trigger is starting to pull at the trigger, and you're fighting this in your mind. You're screaming at it, and you're deeply, make a sanity roll.
Oh boy. Okay, actually, I'm pretty good in the sanity.
Famous last words. Famous last words.
Pretty good, let's just say. And that would be an 85. Not even close.
Okay.
Damn it, Chris.
All right. You take off
I
3
tried.
points of sanity.
No, me too.
Ooh.
And I looked at you and I couldn't.
Oh, it was that darn finger trigger.
It was.
Yacker.
Oh,
Why
I
are you
tried
outing
so
us?
hard to let it go.
Okay, obviously I must have said something wrong.
It was a super innocent one, which is why we were trying to let it go.
It was,
But then, I saw Emily smile, and then I looked over at Chris, and he was trying to hold in, and I couldn't anymore.
It's really hard to say the show's for mature audiences when it's really done by 5th and 6th graders.
Yes.
I mean, that's just like...
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway, you start freaking out, right? The sweat starts pulling out of your head. You don't want to shoot.
It's nice.
You don't want to shoot Florence, and a very distinct voice in your head says, "Leave now." And it releases you. It releases your body and lets you let go of the gun.
And I say to
Pouring, asshole, pouring.
so like release the gun, just like put the gun back to a non-threatening position.
Yeah, like you pull it back down, and you're really freaked out, right? 3 points, a 3 point sanity loss would be.
That's a good chunk, and I say, and
Was there a moment in there for me to do anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, were we heading towards
the
purple glow, or the lights off? Did it make a difference, or just down that corridor?
You were just headed towards that Y. Florence, make a spot hidden to see if you even noticed this happen. Because you're in front of him at the moment, so you may not have even seen it.
I definitely saw it with a hard success.
Oh, so now Florence is staring at you, mouth agape. Y'all take it from here.
Okay, and I just say, Florence, something came over me. It was horrific. Do you feel a sense of absolute utter dread coming from this area? I lost control.
I feel dread, but it's for a very specific reason.
And I said, I get a sense that we should back out of this room and not head in. But and then I say, I don't know what to say. I just I'm quiet at that point. So Quentin is a little bit with 3 points off of sanity. I think he's a little bit lost for words.
Quentin, hand me the gun.
And he would. I was gonna say he hands you the gun. With that feeling of relief, yeah.
Harold, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, sure. So
can you join
I'm gonna
us
come
for a
walking
minute?
up. Yeah, hiya. What's going on here? What did I miss?
This is yours, right?
Yeah,
rifle?
I the best I recollect. Yep.
Why don't you take it back, Quentin?
Okay.
Quentin, what are you feeling right now?
I feel that we should. Something is telling me to turn back, but I think it's not what we should be doing. Everything tells me that it's leading us astray. It doesn't want us to see something, but it's horrible. I don't know what's going on inside of me. I'm going to go on.
When you say something's telling you to turn back, is it a really high pitched sort of run down your spine female voice? Because that one's been missing from my head, and I think maybe it might have jumped to yours.
If you're talking about your a Millie, it's not. In fact, it was something much more darker and sinister.
Oh, she can be that too.
And at this point, I say, I don't think this bears any more further discussion. And at that point, I try to push Florence aside, and I want to run down the hallway to the left to the purple glow.
Oh, where the heck's he going?
I don't know.
Harold, he pointed that gun at my head.
Oh, that's not okay. Maybe
No.
Millie was onto something. We might want to keep after him, make sure he doesn't do anything silly.
He pointed the gun at
So
my
I'll-
head. He beat Gerald to unconsciousness.
Oh yeah, he did that with this too, didn't he? And I'll look at the butt and see if there's any blood on it. Maybe clean it off a little.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair assessment. He has been, he's been acting a little erratic, and for me to say it's somebody's acting erratic is pretty erratic. So I think we might want to follow him before he gets too far away. You don't know what's down there. There might be a bigger gun down there. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, let's follow him.
All
I'm
right, so
just gonna
I'll turn and
slip-
follow in front of Florence.
I'm going to slip my hand into my bag and just touch my gun.
Okay. All right. As y'all run into this room, Quentin, you're bathed, absolutely bathed in this glow of purple light. There's purple fluid in jars, interspersed with caged animals, and the room doesn't smell as feral as it should, right? Like there's all these, you're in this room full of animals in cages, and all kinds, from raccoons to badgers to wolves to foxes, anything that was kind of local to the area. There's an animal locked in there. Your groundhogs are even, there's a special little groundhog cage. And then there's these up above them with kind of natural siphoning capabilities are these jars of purple fluid that seem to like drip into a water supply. There's also an area that's just the purple fluid flowing in and out of glass tubes and being heated in various capacities, and different things are being mixed with it. And so this room seems to be filled with all kinds of experiments. And
is it the same purple color that Marissa put in my beverage?
Ding, ding, ding.
And it's the same purple color of the substance that I was testing.
Yes.
Okay. Florence, you might want to keep an eye out behind us a little bit, in case that fellow with the good sounding name. What's his name again? He's got a really great sounding.
Gerald.
Gerald, that's the guy. In case he happens to wake up and come down here.
Sure, I'll stay by the... Is there a door to the room, or is it just a hallway into a chamber?
It's just a hallway into the chamber, right? The only access point you've seen so far is the one that you took down from the bed.
Is there any light?
Right. I just meant, is there a door to the room? Like we walked down a hallway and now we're in a...
No door.
Okay.
Does this room have any lights, or is any of this stuff bioluminescent?
There are lights on in the room, right? There are those tubes that are glowing up above your heads. And the different from what was put in your glass, or different from what you used, Harold, there is a luminescence quality to it that wasn't there previously.
Okay. Is there anything in the room that is a portable device for light?
Sure, I'll go with that. There's a small metal cylindrical object. Well, make a luck roll to see if you know that's indeed what it is.
Ooh, a 7.
Cool. So there's a small cylindrical object next to the door, and when you were for some reason compelled to pick it up, and as you do, it has 2 little metal bumps on the top of it, and as you place your thumb over it, it like completes the conduit for it, and light comes out of the end.
Ooh, keeping this. Is it a purple light, or is it a regular yellow white light?
It's a nice white light, but if you were thinking you'd like some warmer color in your life, you could make it more of a yellowish light.
Okay.
So these animals here, what kind of shape are they in? How are they doing?
What do you have related to that, Harold?
Oh, let's see here. I got lots of investigatory stuff. Let's see here. Well, believe it or not, my spot hidden ain't too bad. I got a lot of mechanical stuff, so not so much on.
How about like
creatures.
natural world survival, something like that?
No, Harold's not a big natural world guy. He's more of a mechanical world guy.
Yeah, go for spot hidden.
Okay, this always goes well. And I just want to point out that this is going to be my first roll with my new dice that came in this fancy tin.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Oh, you could keep bullets in that
I
tin.
was gonna say fill it with flour.
Yeah.
Well, I keep my cookies in here. And they're heavy metal ones.
Mm.
10 of cookies.
They roll great too, if I were rolling for high.
Just wait till
So it's-
D&D.
it's a
They're gonna start
92.
rolling low again.
Right, exactly.
Did you really roll a 92?
Yeah, I really rolled a 92.
All right, so you walk up to the.
It's not a failure. It's not like a critical failure. It's just I didn't succeed.
You walk up to the cage. What animal would Harold find some kinship with?
So I guess of the ones that you have named, probably the fox.
Oh, okay, I can see that. All right, so you go up to the fox's
cute, though.
cage.
And I
don't know how
cough on
much
him.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I have in me.
Okay, we can take
Um,
a break anytime.
So you walk up to the fox cage, and for whatever reason, you're kind of compelled to put your fingers up to it and say like,
Finger,
Really, even after the blender, I stick my finger in the fox cage.
your bloody
Is it the
finger.
bleeding? Yeah.
Yeah, your bloody finger, and you're foxy. He seems the most kind of calm, and it immediately, you jerk your hand back very quickly because it immediately, sort of spastically responses and makes those horrible, murdered baby
those
fox sounds.
Oh, I hate those.
And that
sounds.
echoes all through the cave, and it snaps at your finger. A little bit of drool comes down, and
Keeper?
then backs up in the cage.
What does the fox say?
He just couldn't leave it alone. We were all thinking it, but he actually said it.
He says finger trigger.
Michael, Quentin looks around as Harold's looking around, and I look for the source of the purple liquid going to the water source, and I want to stop that, interrupt that.
Tinger frigger. That's what it would be. You look for the source of what?
I want to interrupt the source of the purple liquid going to the water source for the animals.
Oh, there's a separate kind of purple reservoir for each animal cage, and there's probably, I don't know, 30 animal cages in the room.
Okay, but those get filled from somewhere by hand, I guess.
It would appear that way.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say Quentin's going to go around because that's just not right, and he's going to interrupt the sources of if he has to take them out and just toss them onto the floor, he'll do that.
Okay, so is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna throw the liquid and break it on the floor?
Is it an open type container where it's open on top, or is it a sealed thing like something in a hamster cage?
No, it's like a glass distilling bottle with a tube coming out of it, and the tube comes out of the glass distilling bottle and then down into the animal's water supply, and the purple just kind of and then drips slowly into the water supply.
Oh, so you'd have to pop a cork to refill the bottle or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's that simple, then I just want to interrupt the source. Like if there's a little hose running to the cage, something like that, just pop those away from the animals so the animals don't have purple liquid to drink.
Okay, perfect. So as you do that and kind of systematically go through, you leave the hoses dangling out of the tops of the bottles, and so now they're just kind of dripping on the shelves. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is there an innocent looking animal like a fluffy bunny or a squirrel or a chipmunk?
Yeah, name your poison.
All right, I'll go bunny.
Bunny. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a fluffy bunny.
Okay, excellent. So I'll go to the bunny
With
cage.
Very,
and
very
this time,
sharp teeth.
Yeah. And
Oh,
this
God,
time,
wait, shit.
what?
You didn't
Oh
see
my
that?
God,
The fluffy bunny.
that's terrifying.
It was. He just had like the eyeball in the screen for a
Wow.
second. It was
Yep,
freaking
that's terrifying.
terrifying.
No, I was looking up at you, and he's way down at the bottom. Okay. I'd like to change my animal choice, please.
I thought you were going to say change
Like
your
this.
pants.
Yeah, well, that too. So this time I want to not use my finger and use the barrel of the gun, but I'm not going to even be holding anywhere near the trigger. So I'm going to hold the rifle sort of by the stock and in front of the trigger assembly, and just sort of tap the barrel on the edge of the cage as if it were my finger and see how the bunny reacts.
Okay. And the bunny moves back in its cage away from the gun barrel.
Okay. Well, then I guess if I feel like I have plenty of time to move my hand out of the way, if the bunny decides to attack, I would like to change the barrel for the finger in case the bunny happens to be smart enough to know what a gun is. But if I
Okay.
think there's any chance that this bunny can get to me before I can pull my finger back from the edge of the cage, I'm not doing it.
So tell me exactly what you're trying to do then.
I just want to tap the side of the cage with my, just sort of, not like stick my finger in it, but just tap the wire of the cage.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay. All right. So you tap the wire of the cage, and the bunny doesn't. I don't
react.
know why it
Okay.
would, but yeah.
And it seems healthy. The animals seem healthy.
Based on your natural world experience, they seem in good physical health.
Okay.
Their
Do they have
hair's
any
okay.
purple tinges to them? Like anything around their eyes that's purple? Ears, anything? Like, are they taking on the color of this stuff at all?
No.
Okay. Is there any poo in the cages?
There is, but they are for the most part very clean.
Okay. Is the poo like any funny colors or anything?
Nope.
No purple poo.
No
The
purple poo. And the cages are all intact and in good shape. It doesn't look like they've been banging on the inside of the cages.
Yeah, no.
Huh. Okay.
Right.
Wow, did you hear banging and giggle? Is that what just happened, Rick? I notice you're
Yeah.
not saying no. That's
Hey.
definitely not what happened.
Baby, we can keep going.
Okay. Very good. right.
Again, the lights flicker above y'all,
Mhm.
like they did in the previous rooms.
Okay.
Make a. Let's see. You're undoing that. You're working with the bunny. Florence, make a listen roll.
I missed it. No.
Okay.
Yes, I missed it.
All right. Then you definitely don't hear the footsteps above your head.
Oh.
Excellent. So I'm just looking around the room, seeing if there's anything, anything of significance in here. Just trying to figure out the mechanics of stuff and see if there's any other experimental devices in here.
You're wholly impressed, right? This would be a beyond state-of-the-art lab for the time period. Some of the things in here you've read about, but most of them you haven't even read about. There seem to be things tying into more of those wires from the ceiling that seem to be running various operations, which are complex mechanisms moving, and parts within the machinery on the table, and even the stuff that's working with the purple liquid, which are Harold's most intelligent guess about it would be it looks like some sort of distillation or purification process that's going on. And then at the end of that table, there are some large vats for storing the output of the liquid.
Okay. Whoa.
Hello.
Any tools around, or small pieces of equipment? Anything that I could steal and make use of?
I mean, there's keys to the cages on the tables. There's all kinds of various tools for adjusting mechanical operations. There's pretty much, I mean, if you want to get to it, any kind of tool that you would need. Those are mainly in the other room, though. Most of the mechanical tools would be in the other room.
Okay. You say there are keys to the animal cages in here.
There are.
That's awfully tempting. Although that fox is... I'm not sure I want to let that fox out. Oh, the bunny.
Yeah, what
Very, very sharp teeth.
can a fluffy bunny do?
Yeah, it's hiding in the corner.
All right, I've got to take a throat break, so
Okay.
let's pause here for a moment, and you can figure out. Yep, Brick, that's what I said.
All right, so we're going to take 5-10 minutes. Everybody go have a beverage, have a snack, and we'll be back in a little bit. And we're back from break. Michael, get us going again.
All right, so we were down in the caverns, and you were contemplating picking up some keys. Florence is in quite the quandary as she deals with Quentin, and Quentin is being Quentin.
Quite the summary.
Well, I take my electric lantern, some working lantern, and step out of the room and peer down the hallway to the right, the one that has the lights off with the lantern, and I shine it down just to see.
Okay, so the hallway goes down about 6 to 8 feet, and then it curves gently. Like you can just see a little S in it so that you can't see straight down it.
And what's the floor and the walls made out of? Are they like a mine shaft or what?
Yeah, everything's dug out, and remember, it's quite tall. It's dug out to about 12 feet.
Okay. And Harold was in the other room, and Florence was... I don't know where Florence was.
Oh, at the Y, I was watching for the possibility of Gerald.
Oh yeah, she was listening.
Okay.
I was listening.
So you'd be there, and then so I was
distractedly.
So I was peering down the hall, and I say to her, I said, I'm just going to peer down the hall around that S. Nothing should happen.
Sure.
And I take a few steps down the hallway and start holding the lantern out in front of me and keeping my other hand ready inside my jacket and holding the rusted revolver.
Okay. And you make your way down the hall. How far are you going? If it's 6 or 8 feet to the S.
So I go 8 feet.
Okay, so you go all the way down, and it curves off about 3 feet to the right, and then it looks like it makes its way back down again.
Back down deeper or same level or?
Same level.
So it's just a jog. Okay. So I'll step forward and I turn back to Florence and he says, there's another curve. I'm going to peek around this curve, and I step a few feet more and
I'll keep watch.
And hold the lantern and see if it's more of the same.
Okay, so as he goes around the curve, Florence, you watch, and the light kind of disappears, right, as you would expect as he moves around it. Quentin, as you make your way around the curve, there's basically a straight shot. The hall continues, or the tunnel continues, and then at the end of it, as you shine your light, it seems to open up considerably, probably about another 10 feet down. And as it does, you catch glints of a large metallic object that's probably about 4 to 5 feet in height, and it extends beyond the sides of the tunnel, so you can't see the whole thing.
Okay, a large apparatus though.
Yes.
Okay, that's something for our friend Harold. So I'll step backwards. I'll turn around and look behind me, and then I'll listen for anything going on in the room, just in case it's perfectly silent or not.
Make a listen roll.
Okay. Not even. Oh, no, not close. 50.
Okay. So there's some noise, but you can't really identify what it is. I mean, it's nothing terribly loud or that would really set you off.
And,
How long does this trip down the hallway take? I mean, like just a normal stroll, 10 feet across a room, or
I don't know,
exploring?
Quentin, yeah, Quentin, how careful were you being?
not super careful.
Okay.
I was gonna go forward with the lantern, stop, turn. So if I was going 8 feet, that's a few seconds. Turn, and take a look. So the whole thing would be definitely under a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any doors in here? So I'm still in the animal room. Is there a door in here that could be closed?
There is. At the that bad keeper move here. At the end of the room, there's not a doorway, but there's another tunnel that goes further down.
Okay. But
From the purple room?
Yes, my fault.
Okay.
I'm not on top of my game tonight. I'm sorry.
The purple room is the animal room, and it's purple
Yes.
because of all the bottles.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. But there are no doors in these rooms. They're just sort of larger openings in this sort of long cavern.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything nearby that could be used to prop up in the openings or in one of the openings to create a barrier?
There's the shelving that the animals are on, so their cages are on shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Which would create a see-through barrier, but it would be a barrier of sorts. The table that the distillation stuff on is quite heavy. It's made out of metal, and it probably looks like if it was going to move, it might take 2 or 3 of you.
Okay. But the shelving that the animals are on, I'd have to remove the animals in order to move the shelving.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing that would. So here's what I'm getting at. If what I would like to do is work up some sort of way to release the animals, but have them in a different section from us. So I'd like to close a door of that room somehow, so that when someone comes down to open it, these animals are all out. But I don't see any way in which I could make that happen. I'm gathering.
Make a luck roll. If you get an extreme success, we'll figure something out. Nope.
Okay. That's fair. Then I'll take a peek in the next room.
Okay. As you peek in the next room, make a Constitution roll.
Oh dear. Let's see here. What is my Constitution? Okay, yeah, it's a success. Normal success.
Okay. You have to steel yourself back and kind of. There's no smell, but it's just the sight is so revolting. It's piles and piles and piles of bones.
Oh. I don't like that. And they appear to be animal bones?
There's all kinds. Your best guess, I mean, you see a lot of animal skulls. You don't see anything that's necessarily human, but I mean, there's a lot of bones.
Okay.
Like if you were to dig through it, you're probably above waist deep in bones in that room.
Wow. Okay. Then I'm going to head out the other way. I will let the other folks know.
So
I guess you could make
Picking
a
his
bone
teeth.
door. You could make a bone door, I guess.
Yeah, that would take a while.
while they were in their respective rooms, I'd just like to go back down to the right-hand tunnel and grab a few more of the notebooks that were in there. You said there were a bunch of notebooks in the strange script, symbol script.
Yeah.
What is the locking mechanism that's on these cages?
It's very it's very rudimentary, right? It's just like a key, a latching key kind of thing.
Given my mechanical expertise, do I think that I could unlock these cages and do something that would delay the animal's ability to get out, but give them an opportunity to get out?
You could, sure, with your kind of assessment, make a luck roll.
Okay.
I mean, not a luck roll. I'm sorry. An intelligence roll. That's not what I meant.
That's much better. That is a success.
Okay, so what you're thinking is that you could unlock the cages, and then, depending on the size of the animal, slide a bone into the cage with a thickness that would offer some resistance, but based on the animal size, if they hit it enough times, it would snap the bone and they could come out.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. This is gonna take some time.
Yep, I'll just start doing that, and whenever these guys come back to get me.
Okay. Let's say 30 cages, finding bones. You're probably looking at an hour of work, maybe.
Oh, holy
is that
shit.
reasonable?
Sounds like a lot, but okay.
What's your favorite animal?
I'm just gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start with the bunny, and I'm assuming these guys are gonna come and get me before
you get to the fox.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna stick my head and see Harold hard at work and say that I'm heading back upstairs for a minute. I want to check something.
Oh, I don't think you should go alone. Why don't you let me come with you? Let me get two more animals here, and then I'll come with you. So I'm gonna take the two next cutest animals from the bunny, and and unlock their cages.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going up with Florence. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So are we up?
All right. Yeah. Y'all climb up the rope ladder, and you're up.
I'm pulling it up after me.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Dissension in the.
Quentin's gonna get eaten by a bunny.
Gun to my head.
Okay, so Harold, you just see Florence pull up the ladder.
Hey, Florence, what you doing there?
And as you do that, you hear bones snapping.
And the roar of a bunny.
Harold, how well do you know Quentin? Sorry, there was a bunny. Harold, how well do you know Quentin? Really?
Oh well, I met him in the bar. What was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So pretty well.
Have you ever had a gun to your head?
He's probably, I guess my about third best friend.
Well, I don't trust him, and I don't know what to do about him, and he's acting very erratically. And this gives me a measure of control, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well, since you're my second best friend, then I guess I gotta trust you.
Well, I'm not saying we leave him there forever, but we need to talk, and we need to do it when he's in a situation we can control.
Okay. I trust you. Hey, speaking of control, where's that Gerald feller?
Well,
I'm gonna take a look around, see if I see Gerald.
We just came up into the bedroom and we left him on the bed.
Oh, so he should be right here. We should have seen him already before we even started talking.
Yeah, and he's not there.
Oh, geez. We've been having a conversation while he's been wandering around somewhere. We should probably find him.
Well, at least he's alive. At least Quentin didn't kill him.
Well, now I'm kind of missing Quentin a little bit. He might be mad and needing another head beaning.
Let's go talk to him.
Okay, that's a good idea. How about I maybe hold the gun behind my back? Would that be inconspicuous?
Well, it's no secret that we have a gun. I think you can just hold the gun.
Okay.
He knows you.
Yeah. Yep, he does. Oh, I forgot about him. That would make Quentin my 4th best friend.
I'd like to walk out and see if Gerald's journal that he was taking notes in about when he was questioning us and Harold was Quentin. Somebody was providing it with a lot of information. I'd like to see if that journal is still around.
Okay, so it's dark outside, right?
Sure.
It's nighttime now, and
Okay.
you feel really unsettled, right? You've locked Quentin in the basement. Gerald's not in the bed. There's a blood stain on the pillow where he was.
Is there a trail?
What's that?
Is there a trail of blood anywhere?
Only the trail that was there from y'all dragging him.
Okay.
And there's just that kind of disquiet as you walk out of the bedroom and into the kitchen, and you just have that feeling that you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean Harold.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Gerald, you in here?
And there's no response. There's the door to the kitchen's closed again. The door between the main room and the kitchen's closed, and there seems to be a small glow. Your eyes are kind of adjusting, right? You were in pretty bright space downstairs, and your eyes right now are having a little bit of trouble coming to. There seems to be a glow on the other side of the door.
Oh, geez. Do we hear any sounds? Any like
Make
work
a listen
or
roll.
movement? Oh, that's 22. That should be pretty good. Listen is... Oh, yeah, that's a hard success.
And you hear a whistling.
Like a happy whistling?
Like
a
a whistling...
like I'm doing some
like
work? Or
like a whistling in a movie right before Scott has to cover his eyes.
Oh, dear.
No, it's what tune would it be? It's a tune that's familiar to you, Harold. What's the tune that he's whistling that's familiar to you?
Oh, wait, I guess the Camptown Lady.
How does that go? I don't know that.
No,
one.
no,
Yeah,
no.
get to the racist part.
No, gosh.
No, again? Do we do something bad again? I don't know what that is.
Camptown races.
No,
yeah.
no, yeah. Let's just move. We'll just move
Oh,
on.
is that a racist song? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a non-racist 1800 song?
You are pressed to find
Are there
one.
any of them?
There are none.
Happy birthday.
He's whistling Amazing Grace. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. I know that one.
That's creepy.
It is a
Yeah.
little creepy at night
Yeah,
coming
least it's
from
not
a dimly
racist.
lit room. That's
Yeah.
true.
but yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
maybe we
let's-
better have that talk with Quentin.
okay. Do you want to have a talk with him, and I'll stand here and watch the door?
Sure.
Because I'd hate for him to sneak up on us. That seems like it could go badly.
I agree. After we knocked him out and tied him up and stuffed something down his throat.
I forgot about that one. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's gonna have a sore throat.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
do
right,
you
so
want
I'm
to
gonna
maybe
go-
call Quentin up? I don't think you should
Well-
go down by yourself.
I'm gonna look down and see if he's come to see where we are. I'm assuming he's probably just standing there wondering why the ladder's gone.
Well, I don't know,
Okay.
Quentin. What would you have done after you made your way out of the tunnel?
I don't know. I was gonna say if the rope went up and people weren't there.
Well, but you were way down at the other end, so when would you have come back?
Well, I was just down there for like a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
started heading back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be like, hey, let the rope down, I guess you would have heard that. But I think Quentin would just take it on his own initiative, and because he doesn't know these people, and would search on. So Quentin would turn around, and having seen 2 rooms that were closed, the animal had gone back to the contraption room, using the lantern to find another exit.
All right, so you went back to the animal room.
No, I would go back down the hallway because the animal room was closed off, had a door, and then the other room with the contraption was no exit. So the only exit, it seemed like it went on for quite a while, would be what seemed like a mine shaft, and then it had some sort of device. The one that was dark.
Got it.
I'll go to that one.
Okay. All right, so you enter the room with your flashlight.
Yeah, a cool electric lantern.
And as you do, make a POW roll.
Ooh, got it. 44.
Okay. And you're able to maintain your composure, but this voice inside your head says, I already told you to leave. And
I'll talk out loud. I said, I don't think so. I'm going on. we can. I said, unless you have it would have been around time. Unless you can understand telepathy, then I'll talk to you in a telepathic manner, and I'll think, no.
And the voice says, you find yourself most amusing, don't you? But it's in your head. It's not out loud.
Okay. Quentin will start talking to himself. He often does. And often with my acting career, I'm the only one that did when the audiences didn't.
Oh, you're saying this?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
And as you kind of flick your light around, your light lands on something that seems to be organic.
Here we go.
However, it's nothing that you can make sense of. You see these long appendages coming off a coiled kind of core. Make a sanity roll.
Okay. Got it. 43.
All right. And you manage to hold yourself together and only take 1 point of sanity damage.
So a little bit of like Stranger Things going on in the tunnels. All right. So some grand steampunky organic mechanical creature.
Okay. Your body seizes with the flashlight, and you can only hold it at one spot. Again, like when you took the gun and put your Friggertinger over the trigger, you're stuck in this spot, and the spot is on the wall, slightly about 10 feet high, and you only get the momentary glimpses of these kind of tentacly appendages that are hanging off, and the voice in your head, it screams at you, and it says, I told you to leave, and you're here now in my home. You've ruined everything, and you cannot leave. And it's
well, I can't leave anyway. Someone pulled the rope ladder up.
And it screams a piercing sound. I need a hard POW roll for you to survive not survive, but for you to like.
Ooh, a 10. Got it.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Is that a hard?
Nice.
That's an extreme.
That's an extreme for you. All right. So your body.
You said it screamed a horrible roar?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna do this one.
No. It was definitely more. Can I get that one again from you, Chris? Because that's
Wow.
It like clips him out.
Yeah, he got clipped so much. It was so loud it just clipped.
Oh, um, and
There you go.
and the voice in your head says, "I don't know whether to kill you or to experiment on you."
And I answer, I says, if your plans are ruined and you're as nefarious as you seem, then I'm glad of it. And what comes up me is of no consequence if your plans are ruined.
Oh, an insolent one, huh?
Well, just to play devil's advocate, why would you have to choose? You could do one and then the other. Just saying.
Okay. Um, from the
Very
form,
helpful.
from the form, bright light crackles through the cavern and surrounds you. The static electricity makes all of Quentin's hair stand up all over his head, and he whoa. And the keeper coughs, and static electricity flies all over the cavern from the force of this, and you suddenly realize that this creature has a weapon in his possession that's far beyond your power.
Okay. Well, I said he said he was going to not let me go or do me in. So I was going to say, I said it's been lovely being here, but I think it's time to go.
And and it laughs inside your head at you. And this is the first time that you realize as you go to move that you really can't move. Unless make a POW roll. If you can make an extreme POW roll, we might let you out.
No, I made my regular power roll, but not an extreme.
Okay.
Do we see anything at the other end of the tunnel?
Yeah, just down the trapdoor.
Oh, y'all are looking down the trapdoor?
I was going to look down the trapdoor to see if Quentin was standing there, wondering where the rope ladder was.
Okay, so make a listen roll.
That's a 12.
Ooh, nice. You hear Quentin talking to himself.
And the screech.
And then you see this huge flash of light move through the cavern, and enough so that as that light happens, all the hair on your arm stands up, and the back of your neck it crawls up.
But I don't hear the screech, right? The screech was just in Quentin's head?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Stage whisper. Quentin! Who are you talking to?
Yeah, and I don't think Quentin's gonna be. He's being talked to in his head, so
yeah, okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Harold.
All right, and I think we might. Yeah, I'll let y'all finish this out, and then we'll move over to Beau and Yacker, because I want to give them a little bit more time.
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah. This is actually a perfect spot to do that.
Yeah, just stop now.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because we have a decision to make.
Yeah.
Do we run away with the ladder still up?
Or do we drop it and then run?
Or do we free the bunnies first?
Very important decision.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
What just happened? Got super quiet.
Beau, Yacker, and Phil. Beau and Yacker, y'all have been attacked and attacked one of these flying things.
Phil and Yacker.
Sorry, Phil and Yacker, y'all have been attacked and attacked one of these things. And you come riding into town and conveniently enough run into Beau right on the outskirts of town. Is that fair?
Hey, Beau. Good to see you again. What happened to that guy? You find him?
Yeah, Phil. It turned out it weren't the guy I thought it was. I mean, so I was trying to find a little something to give to you. I figured I would at least give you his fire iron, as a because you killed them fair and square. You should get something out of it, but you didn't have anything on him. So I just said a prayer over him and left him where he was.
Yeah, you shot him in the
Can I
back,
do
fair and
a-
square.
Can I do a psychology roll to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure.
I missed it by one.
Yeah.
So I'm
I-
going
Not
up
gonna
here
burn
and
any
say,
luck.
I am telling the truth, aren't I? I didn't find anything.
Yeah. Yeah. All you took were his boots.
I'm riding
Oh
up
yeah, yeah. Oh Phil, what size your feet?
Well, I'm gonna roll and find out. Hold on.
Yeah, roll a 20-sider.
20 cider. Oh shit. Well, that was a 2. I'm gonna say I'm.
You've got
12
size
feet.
2 feet.
Size 12. 'cause that
Size
makes
12.
10.
Well, holy shit! These I know in the past you lost you shat your boots, and you had to take. Remember, you had to take them off, and then you lost your boots. And
Yeah,
This is
I
perfect.
remember
here you go, my
vividly
friend.
shitting in
Remember
my
how
own
you
boots.
shat in
Yeah,
your boots?
Here's
These
a
boots is
fine.
unshat.
Here's a fine pair of boots that I wrenched off that corpse that you made. And if you're a 12, these are about, I don't know, 12, 13. They should fit you. They're fancy boots.
Oh, yeah, very kind there, Beau. You should know I was a man of my honor. I did not sell you out to this gentleman on fear that there's something fishy about it. But he was looking for you. I'm surprised there's no connection there.
Was he looking for me specifically? Did
He
ask
was looking for two individuals that recently gotten it down.
Oh.
And it matched sort of your description. So you and that Quentin Berry folk, that apple pie guy. So
well, that is
who I'm sure is doing just fine right now. I'm sure everything is going great with him.
Oh yeah, he's a lucky some bitch.
I'm coming up and I'm like, it'd be weird because you guys didn't come in together, did you?
I know we didn't.
So how's he putting the two of you together? That's
well,
awful conundrum.
Well, the thing is, he ain't no one I never met. I never seen, at least I never seen a man with boots like that. But you never know who you made an enemy of when you're going from here to there, and
I'm gonna clap you on the back and be like, I bet you got to be pretty relieved that it wasn't that fella you thought it was.
Well, I'm relieved in one way that I still get to kill him, but I would have gotten over it, I guess, if he had been, if Phil had killed him.
There ain't nothing like putting a bullet in a man when he done you wrong.
That's true. I mean, it drove me. I've been after him for over 2 years now, so it would be kind of, I don't know what the word is, anticlimactic. No, that's about the climate. Which the one's about the climate and one's about a climax. Anticlimactic.
Anti-chlamydia.
You don't believe in climate change? I can't believe this.
Were he to show up dead and I had nothing to do with it, yes, sir.
Well, I'm just saying, if he ever comes and you need support, you let me know and I'll do what I can to help you.
Yeah, Yaker's great at supporting people who are coming. That's what he's known for.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Phil.
So.
Wow.
You always got to bring the level
Rick.
of discourse down to the gutter, don't you?
Wow. Yeah, he's a very supporting person. He's there with both hands ready to help.
Yes.
Anyways.
Why didn't you tell him what you were trying to do without that tin and the gunpowder and the flour sack there, mister?
Well, I show you, Beau. So, Beau, did you see, speaking of, let's put this conversation on pause for a second. Let's put a pin in this one. And let's look up at the town. Is it like destroyed and we just have been chit-chatting on the edge of it?
Oh, that's right. They were flying.
What a great question. There's like these giant pterodactyls destroying the building.
Carrying people away and shit.
We're just talking away.
Just fucking people at this point. And we're just like, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, those new boots I can wear? Yeah.
So, let's... they tell me about the thing. I say, oh, it flew over me. It attacked you? Holy crap. And it was flying towards town?
Yep.
Yeah, it knocked me off my horse.
So make a listen roll.
All of us?
Sure.
Nope, I didn't make it.
36. And that would be, oh, fuck, where's my listen? Oh, son of a bitch.
Got a
No,
40.
Every single one of my rolls tonight has been 70
no.
something.
It was a good roll, but my listen's low.
No.
Okay, so y'all hear screams. You don't know from which part of town, but y'all are in the southwest corner of town. If we look at that map, and you hear some screams coming from town, and you're not sure which direction. But as y'all talk about these big flying things, you immediately kind of look up to the sky, would be my guess, right? As you hear these screams. And
And as soon as I hear the screams, I got my gun back in my hand and I'm looking up.
okay. And then Scott, make a spot hidden.
Ooh, 12.
All right. Ooh.
Wait. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So I got a hard.
Okay.
What you looking at, Yacker?
And Yacker, you're looking at one of those flying creatures that suddenly seems to have a pair of human legs hanging out from the bottom of it.
Oh, just the legs?
Well, you can't tell because remember it's nighttime.
Oh yeah.
And so
But
it's the silhouette. It looks like it might be holding on to something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, it looks like those things are taking all the townspeople away.
Oh shit. We can't shoot it if it's holding.
Well, it might be a kindness. I don't know what those things are gonna do, but I know if it takes me away, I'm hoping you put a bullet between my eyes.
Oh, I will.
Based on the positioning, I don't know if you'd hit your eyes, but
Look, Phil.
It would hit a certain color of eye.
Hey, Lily, I have a new wireless plan for my business, but all of my employees need something different.
Hey, Quentin.
What is happening?
that?
What the hell was
the hell?
that?
That's the ad before his OnlyFans video comes on.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's Quentin Berry's story. So, so when we look up, are they flying lower? Like, do they look like they're straining under the weight of carrying a human being?
No, not at all.
Oh,
That's disappointing. All right.
Well,
In fact, they look like they're taking up towards the sky, and you're watching them start to fly westerly over the town.
well, I'm going galloping after him.
Yep,
Yeah.
I immediately kick my horse in high gear or whatever you do to get horses in high gear. I don't know. I guess I don't have to kick it.
You hit the gas pedal.
I could just nudge it a little bit.
Don't forget to downshift.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just triple check on this. All right. As you take off in your horse, and your horses are fast, right?
Yeah.
They're at full gallop here. Sorry.
Well, temper that. I mean, we're in town, so
Yeah, what's their horsepower?
One.
That would be one.
Oh, our horsepower is one. I don't know about theirs.
Yeah.
we're in town, Michael. Right? So we're not.
Well, you're on the
can only-
south edge of town. You haven't like
Oh, so
basically
we're not
gotten
in
Yeah,
town.
y'all
Okay.
I said y'all met up with each other on
I
the
got
edge
it.
of town.
On the outskirts. Okay. Because
Yeah.
once we get to town and the streets, you can't gallop through the streets. That wouldn't work.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you could.
Why couldn't you?
You might clip somebody, but you know.
It's nighttime. I don't think
Yeah.
people are going to be out in
Presumably,
the streets.
people care more about being abducted by giant bat creatures than us galloping.
I guess I
Well,
was thinking
I
like
think
there would
Yacker's
be.
point is you'd have to run between buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't make a.
Right. You couldn't
Like
make a
it's
straight
not like
line.
you're going down the center of Main Street. Like it.
Yeah, it depends on where you are in the town. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a Main Street? I guess I should look at the map.
Oh, yeah, let's
There
look
is
at the
a
map here.
there is a main north south.
Yep. There's a straight north-south. There's a straightaway.
I think is it called Main Street?
There are no street names.
Because it's not a street. It's just an absence of building.
Yeah.
I christened the Main Street.
Okay, that's Main Street then. It goes.
So you're going right up Main Street.
You could have named this
Oh, yeah.
anything,
Yeah, it
and
could
you
be
just
Main
went with
Street.
Main Street.
Because no, it goes right past Body Bills. It goes right past the blacksmith. Yeah, it goes right
That sounds
past
like
the well.
It could have been Seraphim Falls Boulevard.
Yeah.
Main Street. Every town's got to have a Main Street. That's how you know you're a real town.
All right. So, but for intents and purposes, y'all are booking it away from town, and as you initially start to gallop after these things, it becomes apparent to you after probably the first 300-400 feet that they are quick. They're flying, and they're very fast, and you're losing ground to them.
I pull my horse up short, and it seems hopeless. So I'm thinking maybe we should go back and see what kind of harm they done.
Yeah. I guess as we're going, the only thing I would have added is we'd be yelling, or I'd be sort of tapping metal to try and make some sort of noise to get their attention. Does that do anything?
Make a extreme luck roll.
Well, that's a genius idea. If you mentioned that, I would fire my shotgun up in the air.
Don't you have a device to make noise already, Phil?
Oh my God!
What
You're
the hell?
genius. It's time to light it up.
That's for emergencies. My flower bomb.
Yeah, I can spare a
It's for
shotgun shell. I
emergency.
fire a shotgun shell up one barrel up in the air.
There's human beings being carried away by giant
I mean,
pterodactyls.
On the spectrum of emergencies for Phil, they gotta eat.
Wow.
They gotta eat, and that's not the highest. If it, it's bad.
and
Don't
for
get
all,
Phil
for
wrong.
all we know, they're already dead.
It's the
They've
circle
gotta
of life
eat.
for Phil.
Phil's like, I was gonna eat them.
I got a regular success on my luck roll, but there's no. I don't know what. Unless I did the percentages, I wouldn't know what. Right, there's no usually an extreme success for luck. I just got a success.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't really see how this shotgun firing noise. They're
Yeah, I
pretty
wouldn't-
intently
Yeah,
flying.
I mean, a
off.
flower bomb,
I wouldn't think.
that might change
Yeah.
something, but
that sprays bullets in every direction. I
Yeah.
mean, that is an
that
idea.
could get
right
some
there.
bad
Random.
attention.
Oh yeah.
That's almost as good as walking
what
into
it's worth,
somebody's
it's-
house and hitting them over the head with the butt of a shotgun.
Right.
As soon as I see the flower bomb starting to get used, I'm riding away as fast as I can.
Same here. Well, except I don't know what it is. This is
Right.
the first
I'm
I've
not
seen
using
of
the
it.
flower
Oh,
bomb.
I'll be telling you, Beau, we gotta go.
Okay,
I have
Yacker,
it.
your word's
I
good
have
enough
it,
for me.
I have it. I have it in my
You
hand,
talk-
and I
no,
pause and I look
I
at
don't
it.
care. Yacker and I are left you alone.
I never
Do
said I was
whatever.
using it. All right.
You are giving
well,
it the side eye, to be fair.
I'm giving it the side eye, but I'm going with my main hustle, which is just being an annoying loud guy from Boston. So
You're pretty good at it.
I do that, Jim Carrey, most annoying sound in the world sound. And
What does that sound like?
I don't remember that.
You
Oh,
know,
is that from Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I, which was improvised. Did you know that? So, and then if nothing happens, I go, well, that's part of the food chain out here, I guess, and I'll turn around and join you guys back to town.
Yeah, so I'm galloping back at same
But-
speed I left, trying to.
I do make a note of what direction they're going. What direction was it?
They seem to be headed mainly west, but in a slightly northerly slant.
Which is different, right? Because the mines were south. The camp with the kids and women were supposed to be northeast,
Right.
right? And this is northwest from town?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he gave us the wrong information earlier. This is intriguing. Okay.
Okay, so back in town, there must be hullabaloo somewhere?
Yeah. There's as you kind of make your way through the streets, right? My mic's doing weird things. Is that okay? As you make your way through the streets, there's I mean, it's already kind of a lively town at night anyway, right? Like Bodies is kind of going as you move into town and stuff. People are all under the overhangs outside of storefronts, kind of looking up. There's a few drunken guys in the middle of the street firing their guns up into the middle of the sky, which is always good to have bullets just flying up into the air.
Straight up, yeah.
Yeah, and and then you hear the wails of a woman as you kind of move into the towards the northeast section of the town, and crying about how they just took him. They just took him right off the street, and why him? And
Okay, well,
So the first thing
I'll
I'm doing,
head over.
first thing I'm doing is heading to Seraphim Falls to make sure my uncle's okay.
Yeah, you're pissed off, right? Like that's business.
These are my people.
If they're gonna kill
check on
people,
Uncle
they should
Jeb.
kill them in town.
Well, and
And
if
leave
there's
him
no
there.
body, how do I bury him?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you, Yaker, you go check on your uncle.
I'm going to check on Uncle
I'm
Jeb.
gonna head over to the weeping woman.
Okay.
But wouldn't they bury an empty coffin? I mean, it's still a job for you. It's actually less work.
Christian thing to do.
I don't know.
And then you dig it up later and reuse it.
Right, when
Recycling.
nobody's looking.
So how's Uncle Jeb?
And Uncle Jeb's fine. He's fast asleep. Is Uncle Jeb is he a drinker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Jeb's just passed out on his bed with the bottle in his hand on the floor.
All right, so I'll close the door and head on out to check on everybody else now that I know he's okay.
I guess while Yaker was doing that, and Beau, you're headed off to see where they're going. Are we near the general store or Body Bills?
Go see if Lloyd's all right.
Body Bills is right on
You're
the way
taking
into
us down
town.
some weird ass motherfucking tangent. Then I would prefer to deal with the task at hand and find out what happened.
We could do the main task. I was just telling him what I was going to be doing riding into town.
Okay.
Body Bills is. Do you not have the map of the town, Rick?
I think you don't.
Okay. Could somebody post that in the chat for Rick, or I can look for it. We're almost out of time tonight.
It's fine. You just keep going. Do Beau's thing. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it handy at the moment.
Yeah, I can get it to him.
So I'm just going to do some information gathering. Ma'am, what happened? Who was took?
Oh my God! It was awful. We were going to the lighthouse, and he's gone.
Who's gone? Your husband?
Satan took him. Oh my God!
Yeah, a friend of mine shot at him. He said it had some sort of devil wings or giant bat wings or something. So what we are dealing with ain't natural. But who was took?
It was my husband.
What happened? It just swooped down and grabbed him?
Satan done come right out of the sky and took him from that. I told him if he didn't stop his whoring that Satan was gonna come for him. Satan did, the son of a bitch.
It sounds like it was a fair cop then. He was whoring and probably drinking. So yeah, I mean, consider yourself lucky to be rid of the fella. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. When I get anxious, sometimes I say things I wish I hadn't. But no, ma'am, it's we're going to try to track these things down and see if there were two of them. One of them took your husband. One of them took someone else. We're going to find out who else was took, and then we're going to go see if we can find him. Hopefully, get him back.
If you find that son of a bitch, just punch him. I don't want him to come back.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes a huge amount of pressure off us. So you don't have to come. You don't have to come back.
It's his own damn fault for getting abducted in the damn first place. If he hadn't have made all those poor ass decisions, Satan wouldn't have took him. I ain't going to Satan for his ass.
Well, we'll see what we can do. I mean, we have to go find these things anyway. If your husband happens, if he happens to be, if we can bring him back in a halfway decent state, then we'll do that.
Was he a minor man? Or was
Where the hell are you, Philip? You're over at Body. No, I went off by myself.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, trying to horn in on my.
I didn't think we were doing my side thing. I thought we were going to go talk to the lady.
No, Yacker went to look for his uncle. I went to the woman, and you went to Bawdy Bill's.
No,
we
I
just determined.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry to be so possessive, but
You
you
be
have a habit of
possessive.
fucking up everything you touch, and I want to fuck this up. So I'll quickly go looking and see if I can find the hullabaloo and find out who else was taken.
Okay. And so as you head off into the crowd for the evening, I think this is where we'll wrap it, because we're at 9:30, and this is probably a good place to end it with Quentin. Just gonna be honest here, Quentin. You might want to roll up another character for next week.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say.
Oh dear.
You can roll me one up.
Because your last character was murdered by Florence?
Oh no!
Are you the first murderer in our group?
We don't know that.
Well, Quentin did
No.
kind of go off on his own thing.
He was just taking precautions.
Yeah,
Reasonable precautions.
This is one of those where Adam West is tied up and he's going towards the saw blade, and I just really don't see a way that the Riddler doesn't come out triumphant.
And I think in this case, he's going towards the saw blade, and Robin is pushing him forward.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, that is a fantastic place to stop, and now I have a name for this episode. May have something to do with murder and Florence.
No.
So good.
How are y'all pinning this one on Florence?
Yeah, Quentin.
It's
kind of went off
it's
and
the
did his own
latter.
thing.
Yeah. No, Quentin made his own decisions.
But that's not
He
nearly as funny.
He could have yelled up for the ladder.
It's far funnier that
Okay.
Florence actually murdered him.
Florence Nightingale.
And never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
So good.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight under the library. This is a ton of fun. Find us on Twitter under the LIB and underthelibrary.com for everything else. Join us again next week for me, for Scott, Emily, Chris, Wayne, Rick, and Michael. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.